Okay, guys, so just wanted to make this video really quick to explain what you're going to be doing today. Today, I'm going to be giving you a situation. You're going to read that situation carefully, and then you are going to write an inequality that you could use to describe that situation. Once you write the inequality, then you're going to solve it just like we did in class yesterday, and you're going to get an answer. So remember, these are just like equations, except for we're using an inequality symbol. So I want you to highlight keywords or underline keywords that will help you write the inequality. Then after you write it, you're just going to solve it. So here we go. If we look at the first one, it says Joel decided to start a collection of baseball cards. He buys 8 baseball cards every week. So I feel like that's pretty important. So I'm going to underline it. Maybe. There we go. All right. And he buys 8 baseball cards every week. So I feel like that's important. He wants to have at least 40 cards in his collection. He wants to figure out the number of weeks it will take for him to reach his goal. Write an inequality you can use to solve this problem. So what do we know? We know that he can save 8 baseball cards every week. So 8 times the number of weeks is what he's doing. He's saving 8 cards every week. All right. Now, I also know he's trying to have at least 40 cards. Now all I need to do is figure out my inequality symbol. So if it's at least, what does that mean? That means it could be 40 cards. It could be more than 40 cards, but can it be less than 40 cards? No. So my inequality symbol would be greater than or equal to. So I'm going to come over here to insert special characters. I'm going to draw the greater than or equal to sign, and I'm going to insert it just like that. So my inequality is 8 times the number of weeks is greater than or equal to 40. That means that he's saving $8 cards a week times 8 times the number of weeks is greater than or equal to 40 because he wants to have at least 40 cards. So now all you're going to do for part B is solve that inequality to figure out how many weeks he needs to save in order to reach his goal. All right, let's go scroll down to one that's a little bit tougher. All right, on slide 4, these are 2-step inequalities. Now, this is multiple choice, so I've already written them for you. You just have to highlight the one that makes sense. So Addison wants to ride her bicycle more than 80 miles this week. So she wants to ride her bicycle more than 80 miles. Think about what that means in an inequality form. She has already ridden her bike 14 miles. Which inequality could be used to determine the mean number of miles M she would need to ride her bike each day for 6 more days to achieve her goal? So we know she's already ridden her bike 14 miles, and we know that she's riding for 6 more days. Okay, so again, I'm just highlighting my important information here. So let's think for a minute. She wants to ride more than 80 miles this week. So that means greater than 80. So right away, I can look at my choices. A and B are less than 80. So those aren't going to work. I can eliminate those right away. Now I have 2 options. 6 times M, which is the number of miles, plus 14 is greater than 80. Or 6 times M, the number of miles, minus 14 is greater than 80. Well, let's refresh our memories. What does the 14 mean? The 14 is the bike miles that she's already ridden. Are those positive miles or negative miles? Well, she's already ridden them, so they're positive miles. There's no such thing as negative miles, right? So I believe the choice would be C. 6 times the number of miles plus 14, because she's already ridden those, is greater than 80. All right, so that's the one you're going to use, and all you're going to do for part 2 is solve the inequality to figure out how many miles she would need to bike every day. Okay, Now let's do one more where it's not multiple choice. So let's come down here to, let's see, which one was the toughest one. Let's do this one. Ben earns $9 per hour plus $5 for every delivery he makes. He wants to earn more than $157 in an 8-hour workday. How many deliveries must Ben make during his workday to reach his goal? So let's start with what we know. He earns $9 per hour. So that's 9 times H, plus he makes $5 for every delivery. So plus 5D. I'm going to put a space for my symbol, and he wants to make $157. He actually wants to make more than $157. So that's going to be greater than, right? So we want whatever his money is for the day to be greater than $157. Now, we're not done because we have one more piece of information. They tell us that he's working an 8-hour day. So we can put that in for hours. So 9 times 8 plus 5 times the deliveries is greater than 157. Now, 9 times 8 is 72. So I get 72 plus $5 times the deliveries has to be greater than 157. Now you can solve it from there to figure out how many deliveries he has to make in order to make more than $157 today. I know this is tough, and I know it's even tougher because you're doing it at home by yourself. Give it a try, all right? You should get whole numbers for all your answers. So if you get a funky decimal, you know you did something wrong, try it again. But do not stress over this. All right, do the best you can. I will give you credit for attempting every problem if you attempt every problem, even if it's wrong, okay? So do your best, don't freak out. We'll go over it when you get back in class, and then we'll move on from there, all right? I hope you guys have a great day. Message me if you have any issues or questions, and again, just do your best. I'll see you soon. Bye.